Hi, this is Joshua coming back to you again. I'd like to bring to you this plan that I mentioned in the previous vid. It's called the Joseph Initiative, and it's part of the Remnant Rising series. So we'll likely start talking about this and doing a 10 video series on this. This is just the intro, so I'm not going to get into it in all that depth. I'm going to go over here. Might be a little better. So what the Joseph Initiative is a joint operation of those who share in the same vision concerning getting out of the cities and moving into the countries. And it's like a specialized task force that's going to be involved in equipping, preparing, and housing the remnant of the Lord. And these are the remnant, these are the first fruits that the Lord is gathering, before the Lord gathers in the bride harvest, being the wheat harvest. He always gathers together the workers. And if you study out Revelations, the 12th chapter, you'll find out that God prepared a place for the woman to flee, right? And I mean, this is, I don't think it's just going to happen overnight where these places manifest magically or nothing like that. That God's going to raise up a Joseph Initiative like here to spearhead this venture, to go ahead. They're the ones that have the vision. They're the head of the body, spiritually speaking. Jesus is always the head, but he in the time of in his early ministry, he prepared the people that would be the leadership of the body at that time, and the same thing's happening here. Just received an email this morning from a brother in Prince Edward Island. They're I forget his first name, Jose, Brother Jose, and his wife. And the Lord showed his wife, I believe his wife's name is Lisa. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, a while back she had either a dream or a vision where the Lord chose 12 men to oversee the east coast of Canada, to raise up an apostolic head. And in the vision or dream she saw that this happened in other parts of North America. And I believe that this Joseph Initiative will be composed of 12 apostles chosen by the Lord. And in the dream or vision that Jose's wife had, he was the first one that was in the picture, and there wasn't any others at that time. So this is something that God is beginning now, and I believe that we're very close to or already have entered into the 70th week of Daniel. And by this time in 2011, you're going to want to be dug in. I don't know when the earthquake is coming here. All I know is that all the signs that the Lord has shown me has come to pass, except for this time of recession, going into depression. So when the time comes that Canada goes into a depression, it's going to be close. And right now the fear factor is about 30%. In the 7 open visions, I've seen the fear factor up here. And people were very fearful. And maybe an earthquake and tidal wave had already hit Victoria or the Seattle area. People were paranoid when they heard earthquake or tidal wave. They panicked. So it looks like God's going to bring forth a wake-up call to get us moving. But for those who are living on the island, there will come a time that everyone living on Vancouver Island will be forced by mandatory evacuation to leave. And so between now and then, you know, I believe this is the Lord's will. This is Yeshua's will for His people who have eyes to see and ears to hear to come together. And one might have land outside the city, maybe 3-4 acres, maybe a small farm. It might be suitable to set up, you know, a couple of RVs and maybe a couple of camping trailers. You might have 3 or 4 families there, maybe 12, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16 people, you know, on a temporary, permanent setup. And you could call this one cell group. And as the vision grows, you might end up having 6 or 7 cell groups, and now you have a troop of about 100 people. And those who have houses and all that, this will give them an opportunity to sell their land and their possessions and to bring the money together in preparation, because it's going to take finances. And these 10,000 people that the Lord allowed me to see that left the Vancouver area just prior to the massive destructive earthquake that hit, they were well prepared, well prepared. And in the visions, I saw a 50 miles of trucks and campers and 18-wheelers, fully prepared, 10,000 people. And when they went up north, when they got to their final destination, they had no problem of being fully reliant. Okay, this is it, and I'll speak more on this probably in the 560 to 70 series. All right, thanks.